Mana-based gems and Stormbind demo. Alongside Battle of Exile Delirium, we are introducing the gems that allow you to translate mana investment into damage. So, like the shield, that name I do not remember. This post shares more information about the new Stormbind and Arcane Cloak skill gems, as well as the Archmage support. Okay. While there are Mana Storm, thanks. While there are some existing options in Path of Exile that facilitate using mana as a source of damage over defense, these usually come from quite niche sources. Since mana is such a fundamental mechanic, we felt that there could be more support for players who are interested in builds that fully invest in mana. Hell yeah. Lind, if Lind is in here, I think. I think it's maybe time to fully endorse the full MOM build that gets like 70% or something like that. Probably even more with the new notables. Is it time to finally whip it up? Is it? We'll see. We'll see. Introducing new gems facilitates this desire while also having the bonus of allowing you to gain damage from your mana pool in a way that is distinct from reserving it for your auras. Yeah, just spell sling instead and get a 6-link for like 40-ish% mana reservation. That's fine. It's, yeah. Arcane Cloak. Arcane Cloak is a guard skill. And like other guard skills, it is instant with a cooldown that doesn't expire during the skill's effects. The extent of your build's mana investment will scale both the offense and defensive properties of Arcane Cloak. It uses a percentage of your unreserved mana to grant a buff that absorbs 75% of all damage from hits before that damage affects your life or energy shield. So basically Steel Skin plus Molten Shell, except it scales with mana. The amount of damage Arcane Cloak's buffs can absorb is determined by how much mana was used. That sounds amazing. Imagine getting Molten Shell but for mana instead. I'm also feeling Indicon looking at that. Starting off with slamming the Arcane Cloak for some Indicon memes. While the buff is active, you also gain additional lightning damage proportional to the mana used by the skill. The damage bonus relies on the buff being active, so you'll need to ensure that you don't take more damage than your buff allows for you, or you'll lose the effect. Yeah. The flexible nature of this skill allows. Oh, it also says just doesn't say spell or anything like that, so it just gives us flat lightning damage. I would guess. The flexible nature of this skill allows you to use it in different scenarios, perhaps as a burst of damage against bosses or as a quick layer of defense against incoming damage spikes. Just make sure you have plenty of mana to spare. Mana Guardian. The issue with Mana Guardians is that you want to reserve all of your mana for ES pool. Mana Guardians do not use this. You'll use this on like a Hierophant. Mana Guardian uses Molten Shell anyways, because you have so much. Because Mana Guardian will probably use Memory Vault. You get insane amount of armor and then use Molten Shell. This is like armor but for MOM builds. Will this work on minors? I mean, if you're playing a minor that doesn't like a full like MOM minor, yes. But this is very cool. I like this a lot. So much needed. This is a very. I mean, obviously we need to see the numbers, but as a concept, at least, it's basically what MOM builds have needed for a long time. I like it. Stormbind is a level 28 channeling spell that works in a fashion that's similar to mine's, but with channeling components. Works in a fashion that's similar to mine's, but with channeling components. The initial channeling aspect of Stormbind lays a grid of runes that hinder enemies. As a second layer of offense, Stormbind also grants the Rune Blast ability, a channeling spell that upgrades the area of effect and damage of Stormbind's runes. The more mana you spend while channeling Rune Blast, the greater the AoE and damage your upgrade runes will have. When you stop channeling, all of your Stormbind runes will detonate in a sequence, dealing lightning damage on area. Your character will also be teleported to the location of the first rune that was detonated. Oh, yo, that's interesting. Hmm. Hmm. I don't really see how the. I mean, when they say similar to mines, that's literally just referring to the sequence of the detonation of the runes, and that's it. When I saw that, I was like, wait, is it gonna reserving your mana the longer you channel it? It's like sabotraps. I mean, based on this, it says it in a sequence, but yeah. I guess I'm gonna see it soon. Because of its various components, Stormbind can be used several ways, either as a single layer to hinder enemies, a sizable blast for your few foes, or as an option for movement. Because of the way it scales, you'll be rewarded for having high mana cost and fast cast speed, as these allow the runes to be acquired quickly and to higher capacity. Okay, okay. Yeah, it gives you like two skills. It gives you the channel and then the boom. Yeah. Stormblight is a spell charge dash. That's a very good comparison based on at least this. Archmage support. The Archmage support can be used with any spell that deals damage with hits and has a mana cost. Okay. Interestingly, it has a mana cost, so it has something to do with scaling it. It converts the supported spell into one that scales with mana investment. Instead of using the skill's inherent mana cost, the support causes it to use a percentage of your unreserved maximum mana. When they say unreserved maximum, so I'm assuming that if you have 99% reserved, you basically won't be able to use it because it takes so much of the maximum mana if it was unreserved. That's what it sounds like, but or it considers the unreserved mana as your maximum mana and takes it based on that. I guess we'll wait. I'm not sure which one it means. I would assume that it's the second one where your unreserved mana just becomes your maximum mana for the purpose of the skill. But yeah, or the support. The larger the size of your unreserved mana pool, the greater the cost of your supported spell. So yeah, all I needed to do was, I guess, read the next sentence. Huh. Literally explain the thing I was wondering about. Mana multipliers from other support gems will further modify the cost. This sounds very good for making Indicon give you the max damage bonus as fast as possible. Indicon is unplayable with Archmage. No, you just have to build around having a very high mana region or recovery. Sorry, doesn't have to be region. As a trade-off for this higher mana cost, you'll gain lightning damage based on the new amount of mana your supported skill costs. The higher your skill's mana cost, the more damage you'll gain. Huh. Lavianga's Spirit OP? No, because Lavianga's makes it so that you don't have a mana cost in your skills. This support naturally increases in power as you level and gain a larger mana pool, but further investment into mana on your passive skill tree will greatly improve its damage. Check out the new gems in action. I will do that. Yo, that looks so cool, actually. Yo, that looks cool. What's the... I wish we knew how much mana we had. Because it takes a lot. And it gives 700 and something. 730, something like that. I'm feeling Trickster, boys. I am feeling Trickster. And Essence Crafted Amulet. Hyro though. Obviously Hyro is good too. Where are you? 10% chance to recover 10% of mana when you use a skill. Trickster also has that. Also, huh? Hmm. There is a very good helm for this support. Called Mind of the Council. Recover 30% of mana when you shock an enemy. Sorry, 3%, not 30%. 3%. This is also the helm for the MOM memester build that we were talking about. Hmm. 20% chance to be shocked. You just build immunity, it's whatever. Huh. Hmm. Okay. We're going in places with this. Look at the Stormbind a bit now. Oh, interesting. I didn't know you could do that. I thought it just makes like a flame blast type AoE. But you can it goes where your cursor goes. It goes where the runes are generated where your cursor goes. Hmm. That's mechanically that's very cool. It sounds like very taxing skill to play with though. But yeah, I know you jump on the first one, so you would start as far as possible, right? If you wanna like. I wonder how fast you can travel with this. It doesn't seem to have a cooldown. I wonder if you can like legit use this as a mobility skill only. Like just one tapping. You just like tap at the edge of the screen and see if you can get there. Spells can act like cast on attack? Yeah, pretty much. There has to be like a... There has to be like a limit how far you can do it. Or like how close the first... Like how far away the first spawns. But this sounds like a suicide on hardcore. Not gonna lie. Because bears, etc. Especially when you don't realize where, like if you forget where the first rune was created. You need to channel it to generate. Yeah, but the question here is how fast does the first rune generate? If it just like, if it immediately happens, that's kind of like smoke mine, except without a cooldown and like amount of uses. Also, I wonder how this is gonna work with totems, if at all. I have a feeling that it will be just like absolutely broken, and it's when it locks down to a target, and then the only runes that are created are around the target or wherever the target is gonna be. But when it goes off, then the totems might TP as well. I'm just talking about functionality, not like is it actually OP. Or would you need like another skill to detonate it? I'm not sure. I have a feeling that they're gonna make it like strictly not work with totems because of the second skill. But I'm looking at this. It looks like the first rune is like created like immediately, and it is created. It's not created right next to you. Like from that one, it was here, right? But here it wasn't. Like look, that was a really fast use of it. Like actually really fast. Like here, he does like a quick tap here. I'm not sure how good it's gonna be, but it looks very interesting from that point of view. Especially if you get to use to do it to like long distances. It actually looks like it could be a mobility skill. without maximum charges. It's still 2 taps. Just like Smoke Mine, and a lot of people use Smoke Mine. That's not an issue. Once you got the habit of using it, it's not a big deal. Yeah, once the muscle memory is there, it's not an issue. But it also looks like that if you're actually gonna try to use this skill in hardcore, you're just gonna die to something because you get teleported into something that you thought that you're not gonna get teleported into. I think this is like you're gonna just die, but it looks fun. It looks fun and interesting. Hmm. Huh. I like them, dude. We need to see the numbers of Arcane Cloak, but I have a feeling that it won't be as good as Molten Shell. But we'll see.